Talk about some first alert weather right now. Have a look at this video. This came into us from Bridgeport. The flooding earlier today out there causing problems for some homeowners and businesses. Nearby playground also underwater because of the heavy rain. While storms have moved out tonight, we still have another first alert weather day later this week. Let's get right over to meteorologist McKenna King for the very latest on what she's tracking.
And we did see those heavy rains. Let's go ahead and take a look at Max 1 here. We saw a record broken at DFW. This is a preliminary total. We did shatter the record. Previous record was 1.85 inches of rain. That was set back in 1905. We're clocking in at least 2.4 for DFW. It was heavy rains through the Metroplex. It was heavy rains through most of the region, certainly along the Red River, where we saw totals 4 to 6 inches, isolated pockets even a little bit higher. Here's how radar looks at this point. We've got that shower and thunderstorm activity moving into East Texas and then down toward Waco as well, portions of Central Texas, where there are a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, still some flash flood warnings in effect, and flooding will be something to monitor as you head out on the roads this evening. Watch for ponding. Remember, if it's too high, if you don't know how high that water on the roadway is, find a different route. We've got this line of thunderstorms stretching through portions of Shackleford and Throckmorton counties. That is tracking to the east, but as it does, we're noticing that weakening trend as it pushes a little bit closer to the Metroplex. We are nice and dry through the Metroplex, a little bit of a drizzle expected at times this evening, but the bulk of that strong storm activity is headed out. Rainfall totals across the region. We picked up some hefty totals. We were talking 2 to 3 inches through a lot of the Metroplex. I mentioned those Red River counties, close to Bowie, upwards of 7 inches of rain just in the last 24 hours. Now we get through the next few hours, 9, 10 o'clock. Most of this exits our far southeastern counties. We hang on to some clouds for the first part of our Thursday, but then we should start to see some sunshine into tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow is a brief break from the rain with highs in the middle 80s. A nice day ahead of us with temperatures running a little bit above average, but we get into Friday. Those rain and storm chances do start to pick back up. And in fact, that's our next first alert weather day. And we've got meteorologist Jeff Ray in with us, and he's going to walk you through what you can expect by that point, Jeff.
Yeah, let's talk about Friday. This is in the early morning hours. Notice what comes down from the north, okay? What we're going to have to deal with is some very strong thunderstorms, I think, in the morning commute. This is some very heavy rain coming down. I've stopped it here at about 8 a.m. And then look what happens at 9 a.m. Now, give or take an hour, we're still a couple days away from the timing of this actually happening, so the timing could be off a few hours at least. And as we get later in the day, the front drives down towards the south and dissipates, so there could be some activity, non-severe activity in the afternoon, but I think most of the stuff that we're worried about is in the morning on Friday. Saturday looks great, by the way. As far as Friday's flooding risk, it's pretty high. So in the wake of this today, the rain today, with heavy rain just 48 hours later, we'll have to watch it. The severe weather risk is marginal. Another point I want to make is that today we got 2.4 inches of rain, as McKenna was saying. That about doubled our monthly rainfall amount. We did it in one day, so we're going to end the month with over 5 inches of rain. And the reason I point that out, that's a lot of rain. That's now a wet April. How does May start? With above normal precipitation anticipated. So we've got some wet weather next week as well. So Friday, first alert weather day. We'll be keeping you posted. We'll have a fine weekend. We'll have temperatures on Sunday upper 70s, be pleasant day. But notice the storm chances. They start creeping in Monday night, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're already watching those days for potential first alert weather day.